Welcome back to Anime-Zing Radio, live from Animaine. We are continuing with day 2 coverage, live streaming from our table in the Artist Alley, or Dealer's Hall of Animaine. This morning started off a lot busier than yesterday did, which is really good. So a lot of people coming through. I would have streamed earlier, but with having just gotten done with my panel at 1 o'clock from 1 to 2, I figured it would be better to stream after the panel. But already seen some really, really good cosplay. So you see there, and Edward Elric just went by, and seen an Amber cosplayer earlier. But we are happy and excited to be back at Animaine. If you're in the New England area and you want to come up to South Portland, Maine at the Merry Manor Inn, the Best Western Merry Manor Inn in South Portland, come on by, say hi. We're having a great time up here. A lot of awesome vendors and artists, and I've spent some money I shouldn't have, but that's just the normal for me. If I sound a little bit muffled, it's because we are wearing masks. There is a mask mandate for Animaine. I apologize for the coughing. The weather has been absolutely crazy up here, going from really cold to really warm and messing with my allergies. So I've had this nasty cough now for about a month. And also we are dealing with some sketchy internet up here, so hopefully we don't have the issues we had yesterday of a lot of cutting out or bandwidth issues and whatnot. So fingers crossed that things go smoothly. If we have too much issues, we may cut it short, but I'm hoping to go till about 6 tonight. So if you're able to come on in, hang out with us. Oh my God, that's so awesome. I didn't know that was possible. Had a really good panel, talked to some very interesting people, had really good questions about the world of podcasting and some of the stuff that's in touch. The gentleman's interested in looking into doing some D&D podcasting, which would be pretty cool. I know there's some out there already, so give him the advice of look into the D&D world, find the type of podcasting that he might be interested in doing, see what's really popular, see what shows he might compete against, and see if there's a niche in the D&D world that hasn't been filled yet, and see if he can get into that one. Of course, we've got awesome vendors around us. Over this way, we've got Weekend Anime and Games. They're a local store here up in Maine, which I have made some purchases from. They have figures. I had to get a figure. And I got a couple of gachapon, little keychains, Black Knight anime games, and more here. Hello, Ross. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. And of course, behind us, can't see it very well, but we have got all of the artists are elevated up higher. So, some of the amazing staffers here at Animaine. There's a bit of an open space in front of me, so that's why I kind of have the camera focused up there. the table across that the camera's focused on, that's the Animaine table. They have some snacks and drinks. Of course, they have your typical ramune, paki. They've got some chips. They've got ramen. They have official Animaine merchandise like shirts and stuff. But we're still having a good time up here at Animaine. We're going to be here until about noon tomorrow. We're probably going to pack up about 12, so there's going to be no live stream from Animaine tomorrow, but we do have an awesome show lined up. Definitely, you want to tune in for Kelly Baskin joining us tomorrow night, the voice of Amber from Genshin Impact. That is going to be a lot of fun to talk with her. Yeah, still somewhat new to the voice acting world, but it's kind of what we like to find: the up and coming talent, the people who aren't well known just yet, and then you watch their careers just grow, and it's just so cool to see. We've seen that with so many of the voice actors that we had way back when we first started AZR, and what is the best snack or food combo to have while at a convention? I don't know. That is a good question. Like this weekend, because money was tight, I have Pop Tarts and Mountain Dew. I have Pocky and Ramune as well. I think it's basically whatever you can afford on the cheapest dime. Like, and the Ramune is Hello Kitty strawberry. Turn this way. So we got that. And no card is complete without the Pocky. And we've seen a lot of, like I said, we've seen some really good cosplays this morning. Hopefully they come back through. I'll probably try to walk around with the phone today to showcase the vendors more. I've got to figure out my phone charger cord is. So I can plug my phone in. Because I'm using my phone as the camera. Because I forgot that I put my camera in a different camera bag, which got taken to AAC. I have been good about not overspending. I will say that much. I did get a couple of Gachapon keychains, like I said, all Kuma Bear related. So we got Yuna, her friend, and of course, the two bears. So that's some cute stuff. Also got a Conan figure, which is on display at the table. And I've been eyeing this art piece all weekend. I couldn't pass it up. That is just an adorable piece of art. Like I said, shout out to all the vendors who are here this weekend. I went around grabbing cards. We have Aspen Illustrations here. Of course, Weekend Anime Games. Odin's Bead Hall. The art piece that I bought is from Artifacts Demon. I want to throw a shout out to them. And their information on the back here. Definitely check their stuff out. They've got some really cute stuff. Miranda Dodge, author, is here. Excuse me. Selling her books. And we have Laughing Lepus Creations. And a few others that I did not grab cards for, but cute stuff here. Thank you, Russ.
I can't believe you can't. I can't believe you really forgot. My mom never used
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. We are Anime-Zing Radio. We're a live 2-hour talk show that talks anime and pop culture base. We bring on a lot of different types of guests, everybody from cosplayers and artists, comic creators, musicians, gamers, and even the voice actors.
Oh, that's really fun.
Tomorrow night, we're going to have the voice actress Kelly Baskin joining us. If you know Genshin Impact, she voices Amber.
Okay.
So she's going to be our guest tomorrow night. I think she said you can stick around like hour and a half. So if you'd like, subscribe to the channel, tune in tomorrow night. We're also running a contest. Anybody who subscribes to the channel between yesterday and today, we ask that they put their name and email address on the back of a card, and we're going to select a winner tomorrow morning to join us as a guest co-host when we have Kelly on the show.
Oh, that's really exciting. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. We are running that contest. The crazy thing is we've had 5 subscribers, and I only know of one of them. I think there are people who might not be able to make it for tomorrow night. It's kind of tough to do it right after a con where people are going to be traveling. And I know we had a lot of fun. Had the cool people that hung around quite a bit yesterday towards the end of the live stream. Unfortunately, internet issues cut out while they were talking with somebody. I'm doing good. The problem is the weather up here in New England has been absolutely crazy. Like it's jumped between 40 degrees to 70 degrees and back and forth for like the last week. So when the temperature jumps like that, it makes my allergies go haywire. So it's a little bit of the excessive sneezing and coughing. Plus having to wear a mask doesn't help. But, you know, being, like I said, I feel fine. No issues outside of the occasional coughing and sneezing. It's the craziest weather pattern. You almost wouldn't think it was November, in all honesty.
It's kind of going to be a
In fact, yesterday it was warmer in New York and Maine than it was in Oklahoma. Which that almost doesn't make sense to me. And I know this because listening to B99.7 The Buzz with Christy Rothrock in the morning. I have the app on the phone, so I was listening to that while driving out here. And they were talking about temperatures being in the 40s and 50s. And we had temperatures up here that were 60s and near 70. Yeah, I heard that they were even getting snow in like parts of California and stuff earlier this week. That's crazy. And I say they can have it. We'll get plenty of snow, I'm sure. But let's not have it anytime soon. We've got some more awesome cosplayers. Snowing in Kentucky, that's kind of crazy. More Genshin cosplay. We did see a Megaman cosplay earlier, so I was happy. I made them laugh. When I saw them, I was like, "Can I get a photograph?" My con is complete. I've seen a Megaman cosplay because you see them everywhere now. It almost doesn't feel like a con if you don't see a Genshin and a Megaman. And I've seen a few different Kaya cosplays this weekend thus far. Amber, and a few others.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, this is
And your has returned. I did not buy a Mega Man character or figure this time because it's hard to remember which ones I have because I have like 3 or 4 of them now. I think I have 3. Well, we're having fun here at Animaine up in South Portland, Maine. They're gonna be here today, tomorrow. There's some really cool panels that are gonna be going on. So, what is Roll from? Is that from Konosuba? Or are we talking different things? Might be talking different things. Oh, I don't know much about Mega Man. I was referring to Mega Min from Konosuba. But things have slowed down a little bit from what they were this morning, but still a lot of people walking around. This was the awesome family walking in front of the camera now that was at our panel that we were talking with. Yeah, not the blue robot. It sounds similar, especially when you say it fast and masked up, so you can't fully hear.
Oh, got it. So that's my choice. I just wanted to know if it was by design or not. So we're good.
But like I said, we're having fun here at Animaine. A lot of good stuff going on. It's a cool cosplay. I think it's an Oron cosplayer. I've been seeing a lot of people going to the walking by with artwork from the artists and going to all the tables here. So hopefully everybody's making money. Animaine's a smaller con, like I was saying yesterday, so probably a couple hundred attendants. So it's a fun, smaller con, gives a more homey feel than some of the bigger cons. If you're looking for specific anime merchandise, you definitely want to hit a bigger con. But these smaller cons are better for making fun. Yeah, things are a little calmer today. At least right now, anyway. And yesterday, there really wasn't an argument going on. It was just one really loud, powerful voiced person talking to some other people. Because I think I know what you're referring to, Ross.
I tell everyone like the definition of
And that is a really cool cosplay right there. Actually, I think she was walking around earlier, handing out these little worms to everybody. A lot of the vendors got them. I have an orange one. I'm also wearing orange ears on top of my Inuyasha hat, so it probably looks ridiculous, but the orange ears go good with the orange little tail that I was given. Good. I will showcase. So that's what I was given. So I kind of have that hanging off the back of my hat. Yeah, he wasn't angry or in an argument. He was just very excitable. I think it was a case of he's in his element. Yes, worm on a string. They're giving them out, and I got an orange one, and it just happened to match the orange ears that I brought. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wear it both. And hello, Casey. I don't know if you saw. I did have to buy an art piece. I'll showcase that again because it's adorable. Gotta love the Nekos. We have Chris, the man, the myth, the legend. Camera's right over here.
There it is.
How are you?
I'm alive. Things are good.
How's the con been so far for you?
It's pretty good. I feel like it's been like really steady today. It's been nice.
And it's good to be back.
It's nice to be back. It's good to be back here. It's good to be like.
Because I know for you as a staffer, it's been 3 years. For me,
Yeah.
I haven't been here since 2018
Yeah.
because we moved 2019 and we missed 2017 because our daughter was born just before.
Right. Okay, is she 5 now?
She's 5. She turned 5 last Sunday.
Nice. Cool.
She's getting big.
Now that happens. Yeah.
Soon enough, we'll be bringing her to the cons and cosplay as well.
Yes, please. I know we've got another 5-year-old earlier, and well, I'm really excited about it. It's a friend's kid, and it's fun to watch that. The next generation coming up.
Oh yeah.
I have to go drink my Faygo.
Gotta love Faygo. No, I don't watch Tokyo Mew Mew, but the character is absolutely adorable, so I had to buy it. I figured one of you guys would know what that was from. And of course, got the gachapon stuff, the keychains. Because the weekend Animaine games have a huge selection of gachapon. Like they have a binder that's got they have like totes over there. I think they're like 150 or more totes of gacha. Faygo is good. I don't know if you have Aldi's down where you're at, Ross, but sometimes you can find Faygo at the Aldi's grocery stores, and it's kind of like an off-brand soda drink. But everything I've had from it has been really, really good. 1 year at another one year at AAC or another anime convention, James Fedora, who's with why can't I think of the organization now? But they provide healthcare and like emergency aid. Operation Hammond. James, who was the founder of Operation Hammond, who passed away sadly a few years ago, was walking around handing cans of soda to everybody. And he stopped by our table and gave us a case. It's like all the other vendors got a can, but because he knew us, we'd had him on the show and stuff, and Casey was selling. He's like, here's a case for you guys. Just don't say anything. That was like 5-6 years ago, so. But Faygo is really good. And like I said, we got our worm on a string from the mouse over there, who's got them hanging all over the back of the hat. But it's been a busier day today, which is nice. As you heard Chris say, it's been steady. Seen a lot of good traffic. Things are kind of calmed down a little bit right now. Not sure if it's because there's some panels going on. I know they're getting ready to do Blood on the Clock Tower social deduction game. There's also going to be a Disney sing-along karaoke that's going on. Coming up at 4, there's an Idol showcase hosted by Kira Miku Melody. Hello, John. Welcome back.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, it's 5. I mean, that's definitely better. It's going on.
Later on at 7 o'clock, they're going to have a panel talking about how to spot a bootleg. That's one of the things Animaine is known for. Making people aware of bootleg merchandise, how to spot it, what to look for, to know if you're buying official merchandise as opposed to bootleg merchandise, which bootleg merchandise generally hurts the industry. And then at 8 o'clock, they have their bootleg bomber. I'm not sure how they're going to destroy. I'm not sure how they're going to destroy all the bootlegs this time. They didn't say. But all they said is they brought back a way that they had done it in the past. So it could be interesting. And yes, yesterday the connection was absolute junk. Things seem to be working a little bit better today thus far. I'm not on the hotel free Wi-Fi and going solely off of my hotspot connection. So hoping that things work good. It's nice to see so many attendees that are walking around at the different tables, checking out all of the cool merchandise. I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing I don't have more spare spending money, because Lord knows that I could buy more stuff. I don't have the room or need to buy more stuff, but I would. We have another fantastic year cosplay.
That's interesting.
I don't know, Ross. That is a good question. Ross was asking, this may sound weird, but why is it that girls / anime girls with pink hair always look beautiful in white dresses? It might just be the aesthetic of the pink hair and the white dress just makes it more appealing to the eye. All good. I know I've seen some Anya merchandise sold from some of the vendors here. I've seen a lot of figures selling today, which is nice. I was very happy that I had them hold the Conan for me, because they sold out pretty quickly of that one from Love Live Superstar. The other 4 girls are all still there. So just Conan was the one that they've sold, and they've sold 2 of them.
Oh, those are the backpacks that I could have gotten.
Love your cosplay.
Thank
Now that's interesting cosplay.
Yeah, if I get to the point where it's doing it this time. I'll just go on one of those people that are Yep, that's mine.
How you doing?
Good.
We are Anime-Zing Radio. We're a live 2-hour talk show podcast that's anime and pop culture based. We interview a lot of different types of people, everybody from cosplayers and artists, comic creators, gamers, authors, and even the voice actors from anime and video games. So have a battle of your.
I thought I was gonna have a lot of people come back and go, where'd he go?
A battle of yours. Can't really get a good picture of that.
They were going. That's why they can take prices. Unless you want to create it, you have
So, general question from Ross: since Christmas is coming up in a month, favorite Christmas TV special or movie of all time? General question. I don't really have one. I'm kind of a Grinch.
You're talking to yourself.
Ross likes Annabelle's Wish. I do apologize if you get some silence from me or just kind of take in the sights and sounds of the convention hall, all the people around. Plus, I got my Ramune, so I'm drinking a little bit of that. A good Ramune sound. You hear the marble. It's always fun to open it because when people don't know what it is, they hear that pop. It scares the crap out of them, too. Our friendly mouse cosplay. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. That's good. We're the best.
Oh, I will say Nightmare Before Christmas is a good Christmas movie.
The artist things are so cool though. I got
I'm not sure if we'd consider it Halloween or Christmas because it incorporates both. So I can consider it to be, you know, basically what sums up Casey in a nutshell. She likes Halloween and Christmas. So combine both in one movie. So Hatsune Miku cosplay come running through real quick. So hoping that tonight's or today's stream will go good until 6 o'clock without much in the way of internet interruptions. No guarantees though. Some of the cool stuff that people have. Like I said, there's a lot of good artwork here this weekend. Some stickers. There is, of course, a lot of figures, plushies. Weekend Anime and Games has some Ita bags, as well as figures and plushies and gachapons and all sorts of really cool stuff. I've been over there way too much. Of course, Black Knight Anime Games and more. We go to that store way too much, spend way too much money there because that's close to us. They have a lot of amazing figures, manga in store. Definitely if you're in the Vermont area, check out Black Knight Anime Games and more. If you're in Maine, come on up, check out Weekend Anime and Games because they have a store that's actually not too far from us. I think they said it's about 20 minutes down the road, located in Westbrook, Maine. So, and they do have Saturday and Sunday hours from noon to 8 p.m. So if you come up to Maine, check them out because they have some really, really cool stuff. They have a bigger gachapon selection than I think I've seen at any store in the U.S. that I've been to thus far. Not that I've been to too many, but like I said, they have totes and totes and totes of just gacha stuff. And it is nice now that even though I'm indoors, but the sun's actually come out today. Last night when I left here, it was absolutely pouring, and then this morning it was still somewhat raining up here. So it was a wet start to the day. But the sun is out. It's looking nice out right now. You've never tried ramune. It has a lot of good flavors. There are some that are questionable, in my opinion, that I may not try, but it's also a lot of fun to open because they have a marble that seals it. So when you take the top off, you actually have to use a little use the plastic tab that they give you and push the marble down. And I don't know, I'm gonna hold the empty one up here, but you can see the marble rolling around in there. That marble typically is what seals it in the top. We have some grocery stores close to us in New York that carry it in the Asian foods area, along with Pocky and some mochi and stuff like that. In fact, our local grocery store in New York even carries mochi ice cream, which is actually really good. I don't think I've tried kombucha. No, I'm pretty sure I have not had kombucha yet. I don't think I've heard of it. But if it's bitter, I might not like it because I prefer sweet to bitter. In most cases.
It's my Instagram. It's on
I can see that all
Yeah, we don't have well, I don't think we have Kroger's up here. At least not near us in New York, anyway. So many cables, I'm getting caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually been some really, really good cosplay, which is very impressive for a small con like this. Okay, I kind of wish I had been live streaming earlier when we had some of the really good Genshin Impact cosplayers that came through.
Yeah. They're holding hands. Oh my god. Yeah, well, that's that.
But we are still here live at Animaine on day number 2. We got all day today and we got tomorrow. So if you're in New England, you want to come on up. Hello.
What is this?
We are Anime-Zing Radio. We are a live 2-hour talk show podcast that broadcasts on Sunday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern typically. We bring on a lot of different types of guests, everybody from cosplayers, artists, musicians, gamers, even the voice actors.
Very interesting. So you're live right now. So like everyone who walks in front of the camera gets like
Yep,
on YouTube or something.
Yep, we are streaming live on YouTube.
Oh my.
We have a live chat that's going on. The camera is right here.
Hello.
My normal webcam is in a car in Utica right now.
Okay.
I put it in a different camera bag when I was at a convention in October. That camera bag went with my wife to a different convention and left in the car of the person that was helping her.
Very well traveled camera.
Yes. So I've resorted to using the phone, and the internet connection here is iffy, so I'm on the hotspot.
I
And
see. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking.
the stream cut out on us like 12 times yesterday in like 2.5 hours, so I cut it short. But
So today's not Sunday. So how long have you been streaming this? Is it just like a big continuous?
I actually started at 2:30
All right.
today. Usually I try to live stream about 3 to 4 hours at a con each day that I table.
Okay. What kind of things do you talk about? Are you able to like experience things for yourself? Or?
I do get out from behind the table a little bit. I've made some purchases.
Sweet.
So got some stuff from over here.
Oh wait, I see that figurine over there.
Yep, we got Canon.
Are you familiar with Love Live?
Yes,
Oh.
Love Live Superstar, in my opinion, the best of the four.
Ah, okay. Nice. That was a lot of fun to watch. We're Love Livers too.
I was gonna say, are you part of the idol group that's here this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be dancing tonight.
Oh, awesome.
Did you watch Nichi Kasaki?
I have not.
I'm not. Okay, I'm cosplaying one of those. So.
Was that the third installment of Love Live?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one I watched 3 episodes and I could not get into it, unfortunately.
It's very like episodic.
Like
The game's better.
Yeah.
I look at it and it's like Superstar I rank as the best of the Love Lives, then the original, and then Love Live Sunshine, and then the
Okay.
can't even pronounce it.
What did you think of the new girls in Superstar? The first years.
The first years, they were an interesting bunch. It seems like every season they have, as I call it, the Nico, because she was like the girl you either love or hate.
Yep.
And I would say the girl who's stuck on her phone, I need to stream everything, is the Nico
Yeah.
of
That's so true.
Superstar. But another idol anime that I got actually introduced to by one of our viewers wanted me to check out Shine Post.
I've never heard of that.
That's a high dive show.
Okay.
In my opinion, it is a better story, better music, and I like it better than all of Love Live combined.
That's the case, then I think it's worth a watch.
And it may be because some of the music, like you see these, like in Love Live, they a lot of times they're trying to save a school or grow a school or something like that. These are people who are already like idols, underground idols. You see a little bit of them trying to put on performances and grow. It's not saving a school, but you get to see each character grow personally,
I like that.
overcome personal issues or mental issues or things of that nature that gets them to push themselves outside of their comfort zone, and then you see their performance get better because of it. And one of the girls in it, I forget her name, but she's the blonde haired girl. She has a song that they do that's a ballad, so it's not all like pop.
Yeah.
She does a ballad that is so beautiful, and I knew I'd heard the voice somewhere before. Do you know the anime Show by Rock?
I don't.
That's another music-based anime. They touch a lot of different styles of music, though. It's not just pop. You have pop music, rock, metal, traditional Japanese.
Oh, that sounds pretty like good variety.
And they use the music to battle monsters who are trying to steal their Melodesian stones or their music stones that they all have. So it's kind of an interesting for seasons 1 and 2, and then
See, that sounds interesting.
Mashumaire, Show by Rock Mashumaire is kind of season 3. Himiko, who is a blonde/pink-haired character, her Japanese voice actress is the same as the blonde from Shine Post,
Okay.
and her voice is absolutely stunning. So,
Do you remember who the voice actor is?
um,
Name? I don't know if I've heard of her.
let's look it up. I'm hoping it gets. So it was.
I don't think I recognize any of those.
Let me see the cast here because that's the character, the blonde there.
Okay.
So Rio is the character's name. So it's back up here. That's a card for our artist who actually did the design for our logo.
Very nice.
So Rio Shibu is Yuko.
Okay.
So she is the voice, and her singing voice is absolutely
All right,
stunning.
I'm gonna have to give it a listen. I'm like a huge Idol fan, so I'm always looking for like new shows.
I recommend Show by Rock if you like music based anime, and like I said, Shine Post is absolutely fantastic. Like the characters are kind of adorable. You can see,
We love adorable characters, and they have nice costumes too.
yeah, they go by the name Tings,
All right.
and you find out throughout the show that it's basically they take the first letter of each of the girls' names to create Tings.
Yep.
But very, very cute show, and I love it. I watched it as it came out, episode by episode,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and then I binged the whole thing in one sitting.
All right. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Thank you for coming by, and I hope you have a. What time is your panel for the dancing and stuff?
We are at 4:00 in the
Upstairs.
upstairs. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm here till 8, but
Oh, my, okay.
thank you for coming by. Do you have social media or anything where people can find you? So let me turn the mic, give you a chance to promote yourself.
Oh, I forgot that the thing was on. My Instagram handle is at Hannah Perry, which is HANAPERY.
Okay.
And I have only been cosplaying since like April this year, and so I don't have a lot of content. But I'm trying to get into as many like idol events as possible because it's a lot of fun to dance and like be surrounded by everyone else who likes idols too. So
Awesome. Well, definitely thank you for coming by. I wish you the best of luck. I love the music animes. We actually have a friend who is like very big into idol anime and stuff and the idol culture. He just started VTubing as well.
ooh, that's a really good space too. Really up and coming.
And so if I have any questions for like idol animes and stuff, I usually go to him. Like he's been to Japan multiple times. He has the light sticks and stuff.
Oh,
And
no way.
I was like, I love. We went to Anime Boston earlier this year and saw Asuka perform.
Okay, yes, I heard that was really good.
The concert was amazing.
The tickets like not sold, but they were given out like really quickly. So
It basically. I was fortunate because I was press
okay,
for
that's
Anime
that's the way to
Boston,
do it.
so we had special seating. I don't know what was more impressive, her singing or the 100-something people group that all had light sticks that every song had its own color. And
Wow.
I'm like, I don't understand this culture, but it's amazing to see in action.
That's cool.
And
Oh, yeah, that's not too unlike how they do it at Love Lives.
At Love Live, I know each girl has her own color, so you put
Yeah,
up
that's
the
right.
color of the girl that you like, especially in the idol culture. For Asuka, she was by herself.
I see. So,
So I
she
think
gets all
each
of the
song
colors to
had its
herself.
own like colors, and I think she was like, all right, for this song we have reds and oranges, and this song
I see.
we have blues, and
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I've been to a lot of U.S. concerts, and I think the Asuka one might have been the best concert I've ever
I
been
bet.
to.
I wonder what they're gonna do next year, especially because it's idol themed.
I'm
Fingers crossed for.
curious. I am really curious.
Yeah.
Have you been to Anime Boston? Or?
Yes. I went this past year.
That used to be my home con, kinda, because I'm from the Boston area, southeast Massachusetts
I see.
originally.
Yeah, so,
Now we live up in northern New York,
okay.
so
Yeah,
I'm like
it's a
across
bit
the
of a
lake from
hike.
Burlington.
Okay.
I think it was about a 5-hour drive out here.
Well,
yesterday.
sounds like even though there's a bit of a travel time, you have a lot of access to just kind of not just New England cons, but also the ones on the other side.
Yeah, we've been this year. We've been to 12 cons. This is our 12th con,
Okay.
and we've hit cons now in Maine, Mass, Vermont, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey.
Wow. Well, I hope to run into you again sometime.
Definitely.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Good,
you.
good luck with your stream.
And as you remember us as you keep growing your channel and you keep dancing and stuff.
Yes.
We'd love to have you as a guest on the show.
Oh wow. Thank you. I will follow you. I'll make sure to connect with you.
Definitely.
Bye.
Have a good day. Good luck with the panel.
Okay.
Over here. The tiny corner.
Just all this stuff. The best time to pick stuff up.
So I was hoping one of the girls from the Idol groups that were performing was going to come by, and she did. That's really cool. That's the trick with the conventions. When you're tabling, you don't get out to many of the panels. Especially when you're paneling solo or tabling solo. Favorite dubbed anime? I'm just now seeing the chat, so I apologize if you had questions for the young lady who was standing here earlier, and we missed them. Favorite dubbed anime for your question, and my answer, John, would probably be the Show by Rock franchise, because it's just so good. The music is great. The fact that they dub even the songs in the first 3 seasons in English is fantastic. Rosario Vampire is a close second. And that is an Isabel cosplay. Look at that. That is definitely an Isabel cosplay. That is cool. You don't see much costumes or cosplay from Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing kind of died out a little bit. Got to put this away so it doesn't get damaged. Putting the picture that I bought away. Yep, peace.
I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Wait, are you like 3 hours away? Yeah.
There you go.
And then the one dad's at home, so he really can't.
Oh, yeah. Wait, where are they in your room?
Are they in my room?
Are they?
I gave my key away. Did you bring I didn't find it for this, so
Throwing stuff away in a little trash bag I have here. Let's see what I have.
I don't have any. I got it by my friend's on accident.
What is your favorite dubbed anime, John?
Did you see that thing? Oh wait, you weren't here yesterday. Someone started a Genshin account on one of the games, and it was just I started playing. What? I'm really bad at PS things. So I was so bored. There's like nothing to do here. What's to do? There's only like video games. I guess I'm wait. Let's see.
One time you
No, you. Okay, I was behind and you were before. Way back. When you were mine. Wait, oh, I was like, how do I sleep? Why is it not coming up? I was not sleeping. It's 3:36 right now. There's a Disney sing-along coming. Wait, did we miss it? Oh no, my dad's phone. Hello? Oh wait. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the vendor room.
I did that.
Yeah, they're getting changed. Sorry about that. You guys pick cards. I'm sorry. They're gonna be leaving. They just changed it. I'll text them tomorrow. Okay? Say hi. My brother wants me to kick
Maybe I should have waited if I.
Wait, how do I?
And all the registration.
Do you want to play Cards Against Humanity? We can't play it.
Oh my gosh,
We
why?
can't play it in my room. We have to play it somewhere. Play it. Isn't there like a meeting room that we can put in? There's like a third. Yeah, we could do it there. Do you want to play Cards Against Humanity? I don't think I have either, but
I have not watched the Blue Exorcist dub.
oh, okay. Hold on. You say no? Oh, hi.
What did you guys tell him?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna be like in one of the laundry rooms. Can you tell
I don't in the car.
So it's still here at Animaine. Hello, if you're just tuning in. Live streaming from our table in the vendors hall, where we have a lot of different artists and we have authors. Couple of really cool vendors. Of course, Black Knight, Anime Games, and more. We've been to their store.
Yep, they came to the table. Oh, yep. To spend some money, and I asked if they found it. Good deal.
And as I mentioned as well, we have the Weekend Anime and Games store is here as well. Bought a couple of things from them because we don't get out to Maine much. Black Knight is literally across the lake from us, and we frequent them at least once a month. Lord knows I spend way too much money at Black Knight. But they get such good stuff. And I'm addicted to figures, so. Yeah, drink a little bit more water here. But we've been having a lot of fun. It's good to be back at Animaine. It's been a few years since we've been here. Not even counting COVID. Missed 2 of the last 3 years that they had it before COVID too, for various reasons. But it was always fun coming up here. It was kind of felt nostalgic to come back up here after like 4 years away. And still a decent amount of foot traffic that's coming through here. A lot of people are at the up in the Artist Alley section in the room on the elevated areas, checking out all the talented artists and the cool stuff they got up there. Like I said, I typically can't leave a con without buying something. But Angela and Aaron can't be mad at me because I didn't get an autograph this time. I just got some. I did get a figure, so I'll get picked on for that, I know. But it's Conan. I had to get Conan. That was a figure I was looking for. Only seen one. I know both vendors that are here with figures have brick and mortar stores, so they obviously didn't bring everything they have with them. I know we're hoping, and I know that Casey's been on the lookout for Ancient Magus' Bride merch. That show gets no love. You can't find merch for that hardly anywhere, except for Elias plushes that look like hell. I don't know why, but those plushes just look terrible. Well, we've had some great conversations with some of the attendees that have been here this weekend. Like I mentioned earlier, the panel that we did today went pretty well.
He was in the spot, but I was constantly wearing. Yeah. Was trying to like piece together better and more stuff out. So I kind of yeah. So he just kind of got me around wherever his Morgan might been, where I moved him to find it with these two.
I have not seen Promise Neverland. There's so much anime out there. It's tough to watch everything and keep up on everything. Especially like this weekend being here in Maine and all the traveling and everything. I know I'm going to be behind on shows.
Right, I don't know, I don't keep my own challenge, I agree, I can't exactly, but I do know what the people keep their shadows that work all the time, right?
Like I said, you definitely want to tune into the show tomorrow night. We have Kelly Baskin, the voice of Amber from Genshin Impact, is going to be joining us. It's going to be a lot of fun talking with her. Again, we want to thank Sean Chiplock coming on last week for the information that he gave, breaking down some of the behind the scenes of the world of voice acting, explaining some of the contracts and the prices, and the cost of living and stuff. He went above and beyond breaking down that side of things, which he didn't have to do. So the fact that he volunteered that information was amazing. So we definitely thank you, Sean, for that. That was an honor to have you on the show to talk about that and break it down into simpler terms that most people are able to understand. I keep forgetting I have this worm on a stick or worm on a string. I tucked it, like the string part's tucked into the back of my hat, so as I'm moving around, it's hitting me, and I keep forgetting that it's there.
So we have to document this when we go back. Look them up and be like, I have it, where is it? People ask us stuff. If it's still in inventory, we think we have it. Not everything is on our website, but everything is on our okay. We can ship or bill or whatever ship unless it's just like so big that oh, I went on like Monday, but you were closed. Sunday through Tuesday. Once we're done with, I got one more convention next week. I have 3 in a row. Once they come back, it's Black Friday. We'll go back to doing Sundays to the holiday. Then we'll probably be like, you do a lot of shipping on Sunday's my grief day. So I'm just like, it makes it look like I take 3 days off, but really I take like a half a day off because half the time I end up working half the Sunday anyway. And then I'm working Monday and Tuesday at the store, it's in the back. But we also take appointments. So I always tell people if you're going to be there on a time we're not open, just give us a call. We're usually there. Those are the Japanese clear files.
Yeah.
I'm such an impulse to always turn back and like, oh, you're looking at that. Most of the time, I'm walk away. But now I'm just as soon as I see it.
Sometimes at the cons, it's fun to just sit and especially when you have a table, you can just sit and people watch. So that's kind of what I do when I get quiet. Is I'm just kind of like watching the people around. Seeing the interaction, seeing the foot traffic. Lots of cool cosplay. And so I thank all of you who have been tuning in during our live stream. I've been having fun here. A lot of good conversations throughout the weekend up here at Animaine. Some really good cosplays that we've seen. It was fun. It's been fun reconnecting with some people we haven't seen in a while. Especially seeing Scott Metzler, who we've had on the show in the past. He used to put on a lot of panels back when you had more AV style panels. Nowadays, with everything being simul-dubbed and stuff going quicker, you don't get a lot of the stuff that you used to have years ago when at smaller cons like David Williams would come in from Sentai Filmworks and have 2 or 3 DVDs from Sentai that they could play. I will be honest, John, I have never seen Dragon Ball. I've never watched a single episode of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. I've not seen a single one of them. And I know I'd probably get flack for that. I've never seen Dragon Ball. I've never seen One Piece. I've never seen Naruto. I just don't have the time to sit down and watch these long-running series. Partially because I know that I will lose interest after 100-something episodes.
Not all of it, just letters. Yeah, that was Rosemary that used to vend at Boston. That was how they used to do it. And she told me to do the same thing. So come back they can't do like, no, this is for my booth, and it's like, really, what's yours? This is mine. And, you know, no other vendor can really have this. Especially me and Rosemary. I mean, I live in Vermont and Rosemary lived in the middle of nowhere in Missouri, so it wasn't. And I know that Obama.
You can hear Val across the way.
So I was just like, yes, crazy.
Since there's not a lot of people in here at the moment, I think I'm gonna walk around with the camera. So we are going to now we're gonna unmute this one. And I gotta walk around. Shut the speakers off. We're gonna showcase some of the vendors here. I know from the table you get to see a little bit of stuff, but up close is better. So we're going to showcase what a lot of the artists and vendors have here at Animaine. Come on out and check it out. Like I was mentioning before, they have all these bins of the gachapons stuff. Lots of Pokemon stuff. Like I said, definitely check out Weekend Anime and Games. If they only have a small selection of what they have at the store here, I almost have to at some point get out and check out the store because they've got some really cool stuff here. Ita bags, more Pokemon stuff, mystery box stuff. More of the figures. Like I said, they have more of the Love Live Superstar figures. Where Kanan used to be, you have this little box. We've got some Nendroids, other really, really cool stuff. They have the pop-up parade figures, Chuposket. So definitely check out their store. You guys have a website?
Yes,
And if people are seeing this and they want to order something from you, do you ship throughout the U.S.?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's Weekend Anime and Games. Definitely check them out. As you can see, they have a lot of really, really cool stuff, great figures, and awesome selection of stuff. Doing a little walk around with the camera. Showcase everybody. We've got the awesome Animaine table here with all the snacks and everything that you could want. Live streaming here on Anime-Zing Radio. All the wares that people could pick up if they come out to Animaine this weekend. Some of the great Animaine staffers. He's like, I don't care. We have the Black Knight table here. Check out some of the awesome things that they have here as well.
He's only got maybe 2 to 5 minutes here, but that's more than the 5 seconds I normally see, guys.
They have, if you enjoy Rent a Girlfriend, they've got some Rent a Girlfriend figures.
My daughter loves that anime. She's turned 18 and she spends a lot of time online, like reading fans, like fan and stuff like that. She's like, everybody hates that one. Yeah. Brother and sister. I was like, it's an anime. I'm like, who cares? She's like, I didn't even talk about it.
Definitely.
She'll just like blame you and get all angry.
You definitely want to check out Black Knight Anime Games and more. Their store in Vermont, they have a lot of really awesome stuff. I love going out there and visiting with them. We're going to continue checking out some of the other artists. We're currently live streaming right now. Is it okay to showcase your wares to our viewers? Hello.
Oh, hi.
I'm currently live streaming, but I wanted to ask permission to showcase your stuff to our viewers.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
And
Pop my head in there. Wait,
we have Laughing Lepus Creations, as I was mentioning earlier, one of the vendors. They have some really cool stuff here. Some t-shirts and stickers. Coffee mugs, if you like that. Looks like some magnets. I absolutely love this, but I know I'd get ridiculed too much by co-hosts if I got that. Some cute little buttons that they have here. They do take commissions, so if you see something that you like or you have ideas, feel free to reach out to them. And like I showed earlier, you can find more information by searching, if it wants to zoom in here, Laughing Lepus Creations. So be sure to check them out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Etsy. Hello, is it okay if we live stream and show your stuff?
I don't know. I think I'm too nervous.
Is it okay if I just showcase your work and not you?
Yes.
Okay. I like to ask permission of the artist before doing that, because some people are like, I don't want photos. That's okay. So we are here with Aspen Illustrations. And you can check them out at www.aspenillustrates.com. And they've got some really cool stuff, some stickers here. Cool thing is waterproof stickers, which means that they are probably safe to be put on cars and things of that nature. See some Genshin, you have Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun, I see Isabel, Pascal. I was just talking to you don't see much cosplay from Animal Crossing, and they have some really cool stickers. Some mini stickers, buttons, they've got some notepads. Some cute charms here as well. And they have more stuff online that you can check out, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies. So definitely check out their stuff. Thank you. Is it okay to video? And we have a talented author here with the first book in what you said was going to be a 5-part series. So definitely you want to check out Miranda Dodge. Do you have a website that people can find you at?
Reunitingtheround.com.
So you definitely want to check them out. Support Miranda. She's got some awesome ideas. I was talking with her last night. She's got some awesome ideas of books in the works that she wants to do. And definitely check out the book. Check out her work. I know when there's more stuff that comes out, it's going to be really cool. She's a self-published author as well. Her books are available in both hardcover and softcover if you have a preference. Kindle and audio as well, which is good because my problem is I read a book, I fall asleep. I felt bad because we had Terry Doty, who's a voice actress, wrote a book and reached out to me about if she sent me a copy, would I do a review for her? I said, not only will I review it, we'll bring you on the show to promote it. I got the e-copy of the book like 3 months before she was going to come on the show. I finished it 4 hours before she was going to be on the show. At one point, I read the same page 4 times, fell asleep every time. And it's not that it was a bad book. I just fall asleep when I'm reading. That's why I prefer anime over manga. But during the live stream, walking around, I wanted to showcase the artists and the vendors that are here so that our viewers get a chance to see what they're missing and try to entice them to come out if they're close by. Hello, is it okay to video? Yeah. So we have Unlucky Cat Draws. Fantastic artwork and some really cool stuff here. We were talking with them a little bit yesterday as well. With the live stream able to get mobile, we wanted to showcase the wares and all the artists and the creators that are here this weekend. Adorable plushie. They have some hats. They also have some hoodies, as you can see here. So definitely check them out. Search Unlucky Cat Draws at Twitter
Yep.
and Instagram, Etsy, and TikTok as well. And if you hold your phones up, you can scan that and get more information about it. Thank you very much. Oh, is it okay to do some videoing? I'm live streaming right now and trying to showcase all the artists that are here.
That's okay. Work that.
So we have Trash Can Garden, Handmade Oddities. And they have a little bit of everything here. They have earrings and some charms and stuffies and some cute little banner that's been made, bone bottles. Now, are these all wood?
Yep. Yeah, they're all handmade dice towers.
Oh, that's really cool. So handmade dice towers. So if you're into the D&D or the RPG world, these are really, really cool looking. And the fact they're handmade, you don't get that everywhere. You see a lot of generic plastic dice towers. These are handcrafted wood dice towers. So you know they're gonna last. They're gonna withstand the beating of dice getting chucked down.
And they make a great.
Cute little charms down here, little bats and everything. Is that chainsaws? Got little chainsaws in this one. And I apologize, chat, if I'm not responding to you if you're trying to talk, because I am. Oop. And we are back. So I apologize to the chat for it cutting out a little bit there. I want to finish showcasing over here with more of the handmade wooden dice rollers, dice towers.
Yeah.
Some cool looking artwork as well. So definitely a lot of cool stuff here to come and check out. So come on out to Animaine, enjoy everything they have to offer. There's some cool panels that are going on. And we have Artifacts Demon, which I had to buy a piece from already because I can't go to a con and not buy artwork or figures. Some of the amazing artwork they have on display.
Yeah, this is all mine. That's my original character also. I have a couple other original characters. Also, hi chat.
Have the talented artists working behind the scenes. And for people interested in finding you on social media, where can they find you at?
You can find me at twitter.com/artifactsdemon. I'm also a streamer and YouTuber at twitch.tv/kokuma_ch. I post pretty much everything on my Twitter. And I also have artifactsdemon.com where you can find my book.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hello, is it okay to video?
Yeah, it's fine.
We have Art Bark Art here. You can find more information after we show you what they have here on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on the web. And they have some really cool looking stuff here as well. I said fantastic artists and creators here this year. And they have that hyena butter. What is hyena butter?
Peanut butter is a solid lotion bar, so it melts in your hands and turns into a moisture.
Interesting. They have quite a wide selection there. So definitely check them out online or get your butts out here to Animaine and say hi to them in person. Are you going to be at any other conventions coming up? Or?
We're going to be at Holiday Matsuri in December, and then Anime-Zing.
Awesome. So if you can't make it to Maine, check them out at one of those cons. Definitely, they have some, like the hyena butter is a really cool idea. I don't think I've seen that before. So you definitely want to check that out. And we thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, is it okay to video?
Yeah.
We're live streaming right now and want to showcase all of the artists and the creators who are here this weekend at Animaine. We have Mad T Creations. They have a lot of really cool stuff. I was admiring a lot of the Pokemon stuff that you had up. The stickers, the evolution stuff. Furry Pride. A lot of cool little badges right there. Oh my gosh. I know, Casey, you're going to love this one. The Screaming Fox, because you're addicted to foxes. Furcation Land.
It's a new furry con that's going to be happening in April.
Interesting.
It'll be at the Holiday Inn by the Bay.
So, if you're interested in attending furry cons, this is a new one that's coming out. I'm going to say it's the first time I've heard of it.
Yep.
I have not yet attended a furry con, but I know a lot of people who are furries. And I have a persona in mind. I just don't have the money because I know it ain't cheap. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So check out Mad T Creations, and we also see Luca Creations up here as well.
Yeah.
So you want to check them out on Facebook, and you can also find them by emailing lucacreations@aol.com. Can I take one of these cards? Because I don't think I grabbed one yesterday. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello. Is it okay to do some video?
Yeah.
We are here. Another of the talented people here for Love of Nerd Doodles, comic illustrator, digital artist. You can find more of their stuff on YouTube, TikTok, Webtoon, Etsy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. I'm amazed I know all those symbols. They've got some really cute buttons, keychains, stickers. I kind of love the derpy face Pokemon. And like I said, I will see all the chat responses to these when I get back to the table. And last time I tried to look at the chat, I ended up screwing up the phone, so we're not doing that again. some of the some of the great art that they have hanging up here. Is it okay to video for you as well? And then we jump over to Pasta and Peach's artwork. That's kind of a neat thing that they're sharing one little stand there. And you have Pasta Witch art and Peach's Momo Mallow art. Some really, really adorable stuff here. Like I said, great artists, great talented people here. Come on out to Animaine and say hi to these people in person. I know some of our viewers, you're not anywhere near New England, but if you are, come on out and say hi. Animaine is always a good time. It's a fun, smaller convention where you really get to know people. They can say hi to the Furbies. They've got some great looking stickers over here, including a shiny Furby. That's the rare one. It's like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. A lot of different color for the Furby variations. Can you tell our viewers where they can find you on social media?
You can find both of our accounts at Pasta and Pizza Shop on Instagram, or I think it's on Facebook and a TikTok and Etsy. And we also are Pasta Witch art and Momo Mallow art on Instagram, respectively.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So if I try to.
And the last artist is not at their table, so out of respect, we're not going to videotape them because we weren't able to ask for permission. We're going to return back to our tables now. But lots of really cool stuff. Get a little behind the scenes action here. So we are back at the table, and I can check all of the comments now.
No ulcers, no heart attacks. You just fill it out, and then does the same thing.
And sorry that we were making you hungry, Joe. I think I'm good for right now. Thank you. Some of the amazing staffers checking in on all the vendors. We thank all of the vendors and artists and everybody here for allowing us to showcase their wares. And definitely, like I said, a lot of good artists that are here.
I was third person on his list the very first year. He had two people in front of me that registered. One of them dropped out. The other one is still there. So, technically, I am supposed to be the second person.
So, hopefully everything is going okay now. Can you hear me? I see that I'm breaking the stream again.
I had to get a spot up front to an industry person that wanted to come in. They always favor me. So, but for the most part, I get decent pick of the people at that point. And I'm okay with that because, I know a lot of people, these are hard for new people to get in. It's like, well, that's what it is. Sorry.
When I got back to the table, I did mute one mic to.
I deserve what I've earned, so I'm sorry.
No video? That's weird because it's showing the video is up on my end.
Yeah, I want to cover all the bases. You never know. Sometimes we pull some different stuff in that's not much.
Because it's showing that I have video.
I'm not a fan of those, but a lot of retro. I love 80s. So those are like Transformers and My Little Pony and stuff like that. So
Interesting. Let's take a quick look here.
So I'll order those. I get those sometimes. We do dating.
No, it's showing that I have video now. A little bit of a delay. Okay, It was your end that the YouTube said no. But lots of fun here to be had in Animaine. A lot of good panels. If you're able to make it, they currently have on the second floor Idol Showcase. We were just talking with the young lady who is doing some of the dancing up there a little while ago. So she has a panel going on. They also have a game going on in the Evergreen Ballroom. It's a social deduction game called Blood on the Clock Tower. And the Pine Panel Room looks like they have the Anime Inspector. So they have viewing for that going on for a while. At 6:30, they're going to be lining up for How to Spot a Bootleg and Bootleg Bomber. At 7 p.m., they have the panel for How to Spot a Bootleg, and then at 8 p.m., they have the Bootleg Bomber panel, where after they tell you how to discover bootlegs, they will then destroy any bootlegs that are donated. So lots of cool stuff going on. You can claim I broke it, but I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I blame the fox. So I thank all of you for tuning in and hanging out with us while we were here at Animaine. We're having fun with the live streaming. Closing in on 2 hours. Got another hour and a half or so to go. We're going to try to go till about 6 o'clock tonight.
Water. Oh.
Again, we thank all of the vendors who allowed us to go by and video their wares and showcase everything that they have to offer. It's tough from our position that I can't show everything. So that's why we wanted to get up, walk around, and show off and talk to some of the vendors and artists and the creators who are here. Because they all work very hard at their craft and have some really cool stuff. Wanted to showcase. Like I said, I've made purchases because I can't not make a purchase at a con. I'll blame Casey for leaving me unsupervised. I just saw somebody walking around dressed as a lion wearing a Bruins jersey. So I'm guessing he was like the Bruins mascot, kinda. Or a lion or something. Quick pocky break.
Yeah, my bunny got one on.
I tried to enter it, and I can't select it. No, you can't select it. It's like good thinking. It's like a screenshot.
Hello.
So we have a idol group from Boston who are doing a showcase right now, but afterward they were wondering if you would want to interview them.
I would love to.
Okay, I'll let them know.
I know one of the girls was down here earlier, and I was talking with her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think she had like the green outfit on.
Mm-hmm.
But would love to have them come and do an interview. We're planning on I was planning on live streaming until 6. I'm not sure what time their panel is done, but I can always go along. Yeah, I can go longer because it looks like that it's going to end around 6. So when they're done, if they want to come on down, would love to have an interview with them.
I'll let them know.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you. So definitely bonus content. I was hoping to get a chance to talk with the idol group that's here this weekend, and it looks like not only we're going to get one, but we're going to be able to interview all of them. So that's really exciting. So you definitely want to stick around for that because that's going to be coming up after 6. And we have Patrice the Lion Bergeron. Love the outfit.
Oh my god.
I'm going to step away from the table for just a moment to use the bathroom. I'm going to mute it, but we'll keep the video going, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back feeling better. See another fursuiter. Fantastic blue fursuiter.
I got more at home. I'm probably gonna get one. Oh, thank you. I love all your customers too. Yeah, thank you. That's not necessarily like being a hustle, but like, there's a lot of.
So we are still here at Animaine in the vendors area. Some great artists and dealers. it's been a fun weekend. It was a long drive out. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow, but it's definitely worth it just to be back. Animaine is a fun, smaller convention that I think everybody needs to come up and experience. The staff has been excellent. They've been wonderful to us here, and so I'm walking around checking in on all the artists multiple times, which that's a big thing, especially if you ask anybody who's an artist or a dealer what that vend at multiple conventions. When you see a staff that's very attentive and wants to make sure that the dealers and the artists and everybody's comfortable, that's a big selling point for a con. Like I said, I have one of those worms on a string attached to my hat, and I keep forgetting it's there. So I move around, and it starts tapping me on the shoulder, or the string rubs against the side of my head. I'm like, what the hell is that? But it's orange, and it matches my ears, so I wanted to wear it all. That's what we know. Knowing that we'd seen weekend anime and games before was Anime Boston. I just heard them talking that they're going to be there again next year, 2023.
I don't really have I didn't have a group of friends, but I'm pretty much the only cosplayer. But there's a girl at work that find a date, yeah, I would get like probably.
Shop the shopping bags.
Thank you.
It's very sturdy too. I've had this for about 5 years. And every time I go grocery shopping, and I put canned goods and jar goods and honey stuff in them. Very.
I love your Isabel cosplay.
I like shopping bags a lot.
You guys like a now easy shaking crab? Seafood boil? There's a ton of seafood on. The puzzle also have Olive Garden and beetroot burger.
So still having fun here up in Animaine. We're going to have a special treat after 6 o'clock. You definitely want to stick around for that. We're going to have an interview with the idol group that is performing here this weekend. So you definitely want to stick around. We got to chat with one of the girls from the group a little bit earlier, but they are currently doing a performance, and after the performance, they are going to come down and do an interview. So that's going to be fun. That is something that is unexpected.
He's like, oh, I don't know what to do.
And then you still lost.
I'm like, Joe, jump on the mat. And he was like,
And then he still lost.
but I mean, I learned it too late. I learned it too late.
He was not beating me.
I was like, I learned that my last time. And then I said, okay, let's do the level what platform. And he didn't touch me.
I put him away. I've been looking on you. I was like, let me put a little back away.
So he tried to choose the next one.
Just got the last of the birthday gifts in for her daughter today, and a little hamster that has a tuck-away pocket with a blanket in it. And so she just got that today. So our daughter is very, very happy right now. Just got a picture. Big smile.
He was tired of losing.
She'd been wanting a hamster plushie, so she finally got that.
I just switched to the big game.
No, you didn't.
To a slower character, so Kazuya can have a chance. And you're like,
And again, thank you to everybody who has tuned in during the live stream yesterday and today. I hope you've been enjoying it. Trying to keep it entertaining. Like I said, Animaine is a slower con than a lot of the other cons that we've gone to. It's smaller, I should say. So the foot traffic is not as steady as you would get at some of the busier cons. We're hoping to expand the table reach in 2023 to more conventions. Of course, we're going to be at FujiCon in Pennsylvania in October next year. We're going to be tabling at Rail City Fan Fest in St. Albans, Vermont next year. So those are definites, and then we're going to be looking at a few more. We would love to come back to Animaine if they would want to have us again. Very nice of them to set us up with kind of a table in the center of the room. Wasn't expecting that, but able to get a decent pan with the camera around. I will be so happy when we can get back to normal lives and not need masks everywhere you go. And I can understand the reasoning behind them, but they make my nose run like crazy.
I think I did. Actually. About the next one.
So that's really cool to find that there's going to be a furry convention here in Maine in April. So definitely, if you can make it out to that, definitely something to check out. I don't know if we'd be able to make that because we already have Anime Boston in April, and I think there's another one in April that we may be doing. So we might be cutting it a little too tight.
Yeah. We were thinking about getting food after this. But if you guys are hungry right now, then you should probably eat now.
No, I'm not, it's another girl one like Planet or any of those other.
Oh, I won't get COVID.
Why can't I take advantage of it? Asian.
Yeah, that was, I just too long ago, and I haven't finished.
I think one of the differences between tabling with a podcast as opposed to being an artist or a vendor is there's no interactions, like no physical interactions with the people who come by the table typically. The cards are laid out on the table so they can grab one. It's not like selling anything where money is exchanging hands. So I think I have a better chance of not catching COVID. The cough I've had for years. Anytime the weather changes, and especially the way the weather's been up here for the past month or so, where it's 30 degrees one day, 70 the next, raining the next. It just messes with all sorts of allergies and.
On the way to the main path, they'll take pictures from everybody's path.
They got asked even.
So it looks like you guys having like a
Nice.
game, it's just one person.
Like the floor?
the blanket that was in the plushie that we got our daughter is better quality than my wife thought it was going to be. It's very soft, so very, very happy. 10 out of 10 would. COVID 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Because Casey did have a run-in with that after AAC. And
I've never seen my dad with it.
fortunately, I didn't get it, and our daughter didn't get it. Unfortunately, she was the only one who had it. But there was a few cases that came out of AAC, which I think is one of the reasons why Animaine made precautions for needing the masks and vaccination cards.
That's such a lie. I never heard it. He's actually lying.
No, this is a true story. You told me.
Still seeing foot traffic coming through, which is good. It's almost 5 o'clock here Eastern time. About 4:40, so about 20 of 5. I've been seeing a lot of really good cosplays, and I'm wondering if there's cosplays we haven't seen yet.
I don't know.
I know tomorrow we're probably going to see some more in the little bit of time that we're going to be here in the morning. Unfortunately, we do have to cut our day short. The Dealers Hall Artist Alley tomorrow is open from 10:30 to 3. I've got to duck out about between 12 and 1 to make sure I'm home in time for our guest of honor for Anime-Zing Radio when we have the amazing Kelly Baskin joining us, voice of Amber from Genshin Impact. That's going to be a fun and exciting show.
No, I shouldn't bring it up.
And I did see an Amber cosplayer earlier. I don't know if she's still here or at one of the panels. I did notice in a couple of panel rooms that there's a lot of people in there. Idols are a huge thing right now. I know Anime Boston's theme for next year is going to be idols, so our friend Rob, I'm sure, is ecstatic because he loves himself some idols. And apparently, from what I'm gathering, people don't watch much in the way of high dive titles. They are more Crunchyroll, if anything, of the dubbing streaming sites. Because I've mentioned a few Sentai Filmwork / high dive titles to multiple people, and they're like, I've never heard of that.
Okay, ready?
Expand your horizons. We did earlier today play one of our old shows, one of the early shows we did when we first jumped over to YouTube when we had Burn April on. And it was weird to go back and watch something from like a little over a year ago. A, it was a fun interview. B, it's got like 720 or 730 views. So people really, really like that one. Bryn is just an amazing person anyway. And it was a lot of fun talking with her. We'll have to reach out to her, see if we can get her back on the show sometime soon. Especially where Data Live Season 4 had just come out, and there's so much other stuff she's been a part of.
You're gonna fall asleep. Let's go.
You guys, I'm grateful for it.
You're gonna break me? Yeah.
In sandals.
We'll be back.
One of them is aware is self-worth. The game comes and so it's the other So
It's funny to see how the world of idols has grown in the anime industry, especially after watching a special that one of the YouTubers did about the underground idol industry in Japan and how crappy it is. although it also could just be a culture difference where you have what is viewed as normal in Japan is not necessarily as normal here in the U.S. And it's no secret that the work culture in Japan is absolutely like grueling. I know some people think that some of the animes where you see people literally working themselves to death is, an overglorification of, it doesn't really happen. But from the stories I've heard, the work culture in Japan is very ruthless, and it's just part of their culture that they're used to, and it's just the norm nowadays. Hello. We are live streaming right now. We are Anime-Zing Radio. We're a live 2-hour talk show that's anime and pop culture based.
Oh, that's cool.
We typically stream and broadcast live on Sunday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We interview a lot of different types of people. Typically, we try to have guests on almost every week. Sometimes we do special shows where it's just me and my 2 co-hosts talking about random subjects, upcoming animes, seasons that just passed, reviews, stuff of that nature.
Yeah, I saw earlier you had one up about a voice actor.
Yeah, we had that was a show we did last year with Burn April. Coming up tomorrow night, we're going to welcome Kelly Baskin, the voice of Amber from Genshin Impact.
Oh, that's really cool. That's one of my favorite characters.
So she's gonna be joining us tomorrow night for between an hour and a half, I think she said is the amount of time that she had free. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. She's gonna be joining us straight from California. No, through our.
Oh, okay.
We connect all of our guests. We connect through StreamYard.
Yeah, for a second I thought you said driving. That's cool.
No. We did get to meet her a couple last month at Retro GameCon in Syracuse, New York.
Oh yeah.
We met her and Sean Chiplock. We had Sean on the show last weekend, and he was so much fun to talk to. Got some really good information that we weren't expecting. I know that there's been some controversy with video game voice actors and stuff about the pay rates and things. He went into detail and broke it down step by step as to what they make, the cost of living, and things like that, which was absolutely amazing, based off a question that one of our listeners asked.
Because the amount of money that game developers, game voice actors, everybody in there gets is generally so.
Well, from what he was saying, a union job, and I'm just gonna throw random numbers out there.
Yeah.
A union job, you might be contracted. Okay, in union, you're guaranteed 4 hours of pay, around $250 an hour, $250 an hour. Even if you're in the booth for 40 minutes, you're getting that. Non-union, you might get $275 an hour, but you're only paid for the time that you're in the booth. Now take a game like Genshin Impact, which when the original voice actors went in for that, Genshin didn't know if they were going to be a flop or become popular.
So they weren't really in there for very
So they went in there, got paid for their time in the booth. Genshin blew up. Voice actors don't see any extra money because Genshin got popular.
Yeah.
So the game designers and everything is making a lot of money off of the gacha side of things, but there's no residual income for the voice actors in anime and video games. There's no standard set in place where you have to do that, unlike Hollywood movies and TV shows and stuff. I have a friend who was a child actor, was on Little House on the Prairie many, many years ago. Every time that episode airs that he was in, he gets a check in the mail for $6. So that's part of the residual income side of things That's why voice actors charge for autographs at conventions, because if they're not in their booth, they're not making money. Many voice actors have jobs outside of voice acting.
Yeah.
I know Christy Rothrock does morning radio in Oklahoma and teaches outside of voice acting.
Jeez, that's quite a few jobs.
Megan Shipman has acquired enough work to where she was able to retire from being a teacher as well as voice actor. But that's why a lot of voice actors now get into directing, ADR, script adapting, things of that nature, because it gives them more work, more steady line of work, so a more steady income.
Yeah. Imagine steady income is a bit difficult with voice acting. You're kind of just picking up odd jobs here and there.
And you can and in the world of voice acting, you could audition for 20 jobs and never get it, or get one, or you may audition for one and it turns out to be a huge role in a series that goes on forever. You just don't know what's going to be popular, and a lot of times, like the English dub side of things, they're at the mercy of the popularity of a show in Japan. So if My Hero Academia sucked in Japan, you wouldn't get season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like we're getting. But because it's popular all over the place, those voice actors are able to reprise their roles and things like that. That was one of the cool things about talking with Bryn. We had Bryn on when she first got into voice acting, like 7 years ago, when Data Live season 1 first came out, and she was the voice of Kotri. And she was talking about going back and listening to how she sounded for season 1. At the time that we had her on recently, it was before season 4 came out. So comparing her talent now compared to then, she's like, I can't go back and watch season 1. She's like, I would change so much stuff.
Yeah, because after a while you start to get a lot better of a feel for the character and everything.
And not just that, because of voicing so many different characters, changing her voice ranges so much, she's grown as a voice actress. So she understands better than, a young kid coming into the world of voice acting that's hoping for, approval by the director that she's doing a good job.
They're giving you content.
That's okay. Dog VA would be proud.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've seen him do that dance on streams.
Kazuya from Rent a Girlfriend.
Did you know? Okay. 400 yen.
That show is an interesting concept too, because you think about it, and that's something that actually happens in Japan, but would never fly in this country.
Oh yeah, I think now we're talking. It's still cheap as shit, but the Japanese.
In Japan too, you can not just rent a girlfriend. You can rent a mom. You can rent a boyfriend. You can rent a family.
Yeah, I saw. You can rent a mom.
Yeah, Dog VA did that on one of his videos.
That's amazing.
Like there's an industry out there in Japan for a lot of weird stuff that
They also have a
somewhat.
guy bar in Japan. Do they? Yes.
They also have a
Yeah.
they have a Mario theme park too in Japan. Like you can walk around and like with a special a special wristband or something, you can light up the punching blocks, the question mark blocks, and gain points and stuff by interacting throughout the whole park and things. I've never been there, but I've seen enough VTuber content from all over Japan.
That's really cool. I forgot this whole plan. No, it's like a soccer. Oh my god, it looks just like it. Oh, I love it.
So someplace to check out if you're going to Japan, check out the Drunken Clam, the Family Guy bar.
Yeah.
They have everything in Japan though.
Pokemon nerd in me has to go and see the Pokemon Center. I believe it's in Tokyo.
Yep.
I just want to go to Gunma.
I just want to go to Akihabara and go to all the anime stores and see what I can come home with.
I'd want to go to Gunma and sit on one of the mountain passes in the middle of the night. See all the racers go by.
We are running a contest today. Anybody who subscribes to our channel and shows us that they've subscribed will be entered for a chance to join us as a guest co-host tomorrow night when we interview Kelly Baskin, the voice actress of Amber from Genshin Impact.
No. If I played Genshin, I'd probably answer the competition.
You also can subscribe without entering if you so wish.
I might subscribe just in general because why not? It seems interesting.
We have a lot of fun. I've been doing the show for 8.5 years.
Do you mind if I ask what you do?
We're a live 2-hour talk show that's anime and pop culture based.
Oh, that's really cool.
So, and last August we jumped over to YouTube and added the video aspect of things.
Yeah.
So now when we bring on guests and we interview everybody from artists, cosplayers, musicians, gamers, vendors, conventions, and the voice actors.
That's really cool.
So when we have cosplayers on, we encourage them to be dressed up in cosplay. That way when we're interviewing them, they can show off what they do. Same thing with artists. Show your artwork and stuff like that. And with the voice actors, when we have them on, especially with the video, it's now they can see, okay, that really is, like we had Vern April interview up earlier. They could say that really is Vern April rather than somebody who might sound like her.
Right.
Because you know the world of social media.
Absolutely.
If you don't have 100% proof, somebody's going to think you're not doing what you're doing. And
with the right audio guy, you can make anyone sound like anyone.
And I'm stupid, so I can't do that. I'm like technologically impaired. So I have friends who know things. And but like last week we had Sean Chiplock on the show. Other voice actors we've had on include big names like Monica Rial, J. Michael Tatum, Todd Habercorn, Christopher Sabat. We've had up and coming names like Emmy Lowe, Caitlin Barr, Christy Rothrock, Danny Chambers.
It's so really cool.
And it's been a blessing to be able to do this show for 8.5 years.
Is this your business card here?
Yep, that's a card for the show. On the other side, we have the artist who did our logo, Casey Fox. Very talented artist. She took about a 3-year break during COVID from artwork and vending, but getting back into it.
I mean, it would make sense, especially with COVID.
She kind of got burnt out from the convention scene a little bit before COVID, so she was going to take a year off, and then COVID hit, and her first con back was another anime convention last month out in Mass. So she got back into vending, and then next year is going to be fun between vending for her and promoting this show, and going to be tabling all over the place.
That'd be a lot of fun, though.
It is. We've been lucky this year. I've been, me personally, 12 cons. Tabled at 5, press at 5. 2 of them just attended because.
Fair enough.
Which ended up into, can't get a photo? Here's my card. Can I get a photo? Here's my.
Right.
Just force of habit now. 8 years of just promoting and things of that nature. Plus, as you get older, you don't want to be that weird, creepy old guy getting photos of the young cosplayers.
Right.
Don't want to seem like the creeper. And it's like,
having the business cards like, hey, here's my card, here's what I do. I get a
it's
photo.
legitimate. We're going to take the photos from the convention. We're going to post them on our page. Is that okay? So
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
And in today's day and age, like I said, you want to be safe. Cover CYA as much as you can, especially if you're in the media or social media spotlights or anything like that.
Exactly what you mean. I do the streaming thing and all that. It's definitely got to cover your ass. You got to make sure you're safe. If you have sponsorships, you got to make sure you cover yourself for those.
Which
it's a lot of work.
In a way, we've been fortunate of not having big sponsors that we have to conform to different sets of rules, and we've been doing all along.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't have a source of income from the show.
True.
So I work 2 jobs to supplement being able to make it out to conventions, and then Casey is my wife. So being able to, when now she's back vending, she works from home.
Yeah. Well, good for the both of you. I hope you guys do really well.
I hope so too, and I hope your streaming goes good.
I hope so too.
Where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitch. Music by Madness.
Music by Madness?
Yeah.
Awesome.
A lot of everything. D&D stream. D&D mostly.
My co-host would love that then, because my co-host Angela has been dealing with D&D for over 20 years. She's been a DM. Even
forever DM in my playgroup. I'm definitely playing in a campaign. Getting too close to the end of that campaign.
I think she's currently in like 5 campaigns.
Jeez, I don't know. I can barely do 3. I don't know how she has time for 5.
Not only that, she's usually an enforcer at PAX East and PAX Unplugged.
She have the time for all of this. Like, holy hell. Like, forgive me if I sound rude at all, but how did she not get like absolutely wiped at the end of a day?
Even. When it's something you love, you make the time.
True.
And you make the sacrifices.
You make a good point.
Because people look at me and I work 2 jobs, 3 days a week. I'm 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then the other 2 is 8 to 4:30. And then the weekends I do this. I've got a 5-year-old. Conventions when we can fit those in. Promotions, research for guests, things of that nature. And still try to find time to play Minecraft, spend time with the family.
It's definitely sounds like you have a lot on your plate.
And then then it's like, well, when do you sleep? What is sleep?
Yeah, sleep is for the week.
That's why I have Mountain Dew in a bag, coffee, energy drinks. There's enough out there to keep you going.
Absolutely.
May not be the healthiest, but
may not be the healthiest. Just make sure you don't
that's why I made sure I had a good breakfast this morning.
There's a word I'm looking for. I can't remember it. It's gonna come to me later. Just make sure you're not doing stuff that's like not healthy. Like it's gonna screw you over in the end.
You mean I shouldn't live off of Domino's?
As a college student, I'm offended by that one. No.
I deliver Domino's. That's my second job.
I promise you that was supposed to be a joke.
I'm not offended. I only get offended by the college students when they don't tip.
Yeah.
Which is a very common occurrence at the store I work at because we are a college town.
Yeah, and a lot of us can't afford to.
Some of it, the way I see it is some of it is either can't afford to, or a lot of college kids don't realize they can tip on a card.
Yeah.
And we're not, Domino's rules, you're not supposed to ask for tips or suggest it.
Right.
So
a lot of the time, I'll see that I can tip. I tip when I can afford to.
Yeah.
But if I can't afford to, or if I have cash, I usually tip in cash.
Yeah.
It's easier.
And also if you tip the driver in cash, they're not going to get taxed on it as they would for credit card tips.
Right. And I would assume if you tip in cash, I don't think tips are split. If you tip in cash, it's either in cash or in card tips would be split between other drivers.
Whatever, as a driver, whatever you get for a tip, that's yours.
Oh, okay.
Tips are not split amongst the drivers. There are nights that I'll work 5 hours, walk out of there with $40, and another driver who worked 4 hours walked out with 80.
Yeah.
It's the luck of the draw. And we also have like 20 hotels in town, and it's ridiculous.
Sounds like you get a lot of work.
Sometimes I prefer it to be busier, especially because considering the fact that I work 6 to 11 for delivering, and after working 8 to 4:30 as a mechanic, you're tired, so you want to stay busy. So if the work's the fast paced, that's like, okay, I can just keep going. The energy's still there. You're forcing yourself into creating the energy to keep going. When it's dead and you're standing around for 2 hours waiting for the next delivery, at that point, it's like, I just want to go home. I want to go home and watch anime. Because that's what I do. Is when I get out of work at Domino's, I'll go home and I'll watch an episode of anime and then go to bed about midnight.
Yeah. I pretty much do the same thing. I do my coursework. If I can fit a stream in, I fit a stream in. I watch a show or two, and then I clock out for the night.
What are some of the shows that you enjoy?
So I've been watching a lot of stuff, both anime, not anime.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Kamen Rider recently. The show that comes out of Japan, out of Toei Animations.
Okay.
Usually known in the States for things like Power Rangers.
Yeah.
In terms of anime, I've got to finish Fairy Tail. I got to finish Your Lie. I'm halfway through Your Lie in April.
That was good, but very predictable.
Yeah. It's one of those ones that I know I'm going to cry by the end of. There's a lot that I'm in the process of watching or haven't started yet.
Yeah.
So when I talk about it, I say that I've got this ever-growing watch list.
If you're an anime fan, you will have an ever-growing watch list that you may never get to.
Yeah, there's a lot that I haven't gotten to.
Especially.
I finally decided after pressure from my family to start watching the Gilmore Girls. It's not as bad as I was hoping it was going to be, or like expecting is probably the better word.
Yeah.
Disregard. That was the word I was looking for earlier. Holy crap.
Isn't it amazing? You stop thinking about it and boom, it pops right up.
Yeah, but like I was expecting Gilmore Girls specifically to be so much worse than it actually is. But it's really good.
We have a question in the chat for you from John Knight asking, who's your favorite character from Fairy Tail?
Ooh, that's a damn good question. I gotta say Gray, to be honest.
Gray?
I'm still in the middle of the final season myself.
I have not finished it. I gave up after about somewhere between episode 130 and 140.
Gray's character development, his whole arc, especially during the Tartarus arc, which is roughly later. I thought that was going to be the end of the show as a whole, but his character development over the course of the show was great. He was a very well written, very well developed character. A lot of the characters are very well rounded. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, Fairy Tail was how I got into anime, so I want to make a point to finish it.
Yeah.
Now that the final season's out, whenever the 100 Years Quest shows up, I'll watch through that.
Yeah. I laughed because my first cosplay was Natsu Dragneel. I did that at Anime Boston one year, and I'm walking with my wife, and I saw a Gray cosplayer, but the problem was I couldn't remember the name of the character as I'm walking down the hallway, and he and I lock eyes. Mm-hmm. And just like Natsu and Gray would do in the show, you kind of give that snarl, like you're gonna have a throwdown. And as I'm probably like this close to him, I remember the name, and I was just like, Gray. It's like Natsu. We just kind of stared at each other as I walked by, and just kept going.
Those moments.
I have no idea who that person was. I have no idea who this cosplayer was. Mm-hmm. But it was one of those moments where you're like, that just happened. It was weird, it was epic, and it was in character. Anybody who saw that would think it was staged.
Like, those are some of the best interactions, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you have those staged feeling interactions. In all honesty, it would have been amazing if you got a picture of that, because that would be awesome.
I wish somebody, like, if I had realized that was going to happen, I would have been like, get video of this.
Yeah.
But like the whole time I'm walking towards him, I'm like, crap, what's his name? And I'm staring at him, and he can see I'm staring at him. So he stares back. And the whole time I'm like, what the hell is his name? Mm-hmm. And then it hit me right as I was getting ready to pass him. I was like, Gray, Natsu.
I love those moments just in general, like when you're like in the moment trying to remember something, and then it hits you at like the very last second.
That's like the perfect time.
Like it's like some anime main character plot armor sort of thing. Like in chat, I'm being asked to do a Fairy Tail sign. So
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
somewhere in all the moves, probably in storage, I still have my Natsu cosplay. I think because I've cosplayed as Natsu. I've cosplayed as Kyo from Planet Cuties when he wore the cat space outfit, and like half of the last episode, so it's the tiniest bit. Cosplayed from Kakario Bed and Breakfast. I was Ginji, so the white-haired fox with 9 tails. And my wife cosplayed as Ranmaru, who was Ginji's brother. And this year I cosplayed as Kobayashi from Dragon Maid.
I love that. That's really cool.
It was my first crossplay, but after season 2 came out, can you really call it a crossplay, or did I just imitate Kobayashi from a small part of episode 2 when Ilulu turned her into a guy?
I don't think you could call that a crossplay at that point. I gotta make sure I'm not being yelled at for anything super important. I can get back to that later. To answer the question in chat, I use Crunchyroll at the time for most, if not all, anime that I'm currently watching.
Do you subscribe to High Dive at all, or?
No, I don't. I don't have my first subscriptions at the moment.
Okay, that's very reasonable. The reason I ask is there's a lot of good anime that's coming out on High Dive right now.
Yeah.
And in the last couple of seasons, I found I've been watching more stuff High Dive than Crunchyroll, and that includes Call of the Night is a fantastic anime.
I'm gonna write that down. You said it's Call of the Night?
Yep. You might be. It's not on Crunchyroll. It's on High Dive. If you know anybody who might have a High Dive subscription that you could, like, I'll tell you what. I'll let you use Crunchyroll if you let me use High Dive type of thing. But Call of the Night is absolutely fantastic. The artwork from it is what drew me in. And
oh, that's amazing.
Literally, like you look at not just Nazuna, the character there, who's the main female character.
Like the background and everything.
The colors.
That's an amazing art style.
And it's middle of the night. Like this is like 2-3 o'clock in the morning scene. So the art style just drew me in. I'm like, okay, the art style looks absolutely fantastic, and it made the night look beautiful. Where most other animes, they're using a lot of grays and blacks and darker tones. Where here you're seeing the purples, the blues, and it's just enticing you to be like, the night is beautiful. I want to be up at night to see this.
Like, sure, the grays and the blacks get the job done, but night skies like this one here that I'm gonna be honest, I was drawn to that before I was drawn to the person in the photo.
Oh, exactly. So
they really do
something like that.
They do something like that does a much better job at like framing the whole shot.
Yeah.
Especially with stills like these. Like, it frames the whole shot, it frames the whole scene, and it helps bring things together, for lack of.
And even like you look at like the grays, the purples, and the colors in the background.
Gorgeous.
And that's just off of like the park lamps.
Right.
Showing.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
And it's kind of a love story with a twist.
Oh.
I don't want to spoil anything, but
You
not
don't have to.
All I will say is the main female character is not normal.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to poke at High Dive later to check that out.
It is absolutely fantastic. If you like idol animes, High Dive has an idol anime called Shine Post. This is a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Love Live is huge. Everybody knows Love Live. You see it everywhere. Figures up the yin yang. Love Live.
Right.
Shine Post puts Love Live to shame, in my opinion, based off of story and music.
Called it Shine Post, right?
Yeah, it's Shine Post.
Okay.
The music is fantastic in it. The characters are school age girls, but they're an established idol group.
Interesting.
but every single one of them has issues they need to overcome internally, whether it's anxiety, whether it's I screwed up once and I will never do this again, and they force her to do it.
Right.
Like you see a lot of character growth in 12 episodes. And Rio, one of the characters named Rio, blonde-haired character.
I did catch the question in chat. I have not watched Black Clover quite yet. It might be one that I have to start watching really soon.
But the blonde-haired girl that you see there,
Mhm.
they make her, even though she's never been the center, they make her be the center for a song, and they're typically like pop style. They make her do a ballad where there's no dancing because she's not a good dancer.
Oh, that's amazing.
But they use the power of her voice, and the Japanese voice actress who sings
Mhm.
has one of those voices that just is like you stop and you're like, this is beautiful. And I knew I'd heard it somewhere before. And where you're a Crunchyroll user, I don't know if you've seen Show by Rock Mashimaresh,
I don't believe I have.
but that Show by Rock is a franchise. They have technically 4 seasons.
Okay.
Seasons 1 and 2 is a whole different group of bands from what Mashimaresh is. And Mashimaresh, like I think that's the best season. They're my favorite band out of all of them. And you have all types of music. You've got pop, you've got rock, you've got traditional Japanese sound, you've got heavy metal. It's a lot of different styles. Seasons 1, 2, and 3, English dubbed. The music is English dubbed.
That's really cool.
So you have Bryn April as Cyan singing the songs that Plasmagica sang. You have the 4 voice actors of Hawan, Ryuyu, Dalmin, and Himiko, all singing. The Japanese voice actress for Himiko, the one with the blonde and pink hair that you see the cursor on, is the same voice actress as Rio, the blonde in Shine Post. I discovered Giovanni Cruz, who was the English voice actress for Himiko, because of the singing.
That's really cool.
Giovanni is not a voice actor. She's a Hollywood actor.
Oh, shoot.
Giovanni was in Suicide Squad.
I feel like I should know who should play if it's not.
The problem is Giovanni is known for her hair in a lot of TV and movies that she does. In Suicide Squad, she looked like that.
Oh! Okay, now it's coming back to me.
I've interviewed her twice. We've had her on the show a couple of times. And because of Show by Rock Mashimaresh, season 4 was Show by Rock Stars.
Right.
When that got dubbed, she actually sent me a Facebook message being like, have you seen it yet? I was like, no, I'm at my daughter's birthday party. I'm at the oldest daughter's birthday party. So I'll watch after I get home. And I did. I went home that night and binged 12 episodes.
Oh, wow.
Went to bed about 12:30. I was like, it's midnight. I got 1 episode left. I can do this.
I do the same thing. That one more episode. My favorite dubbed anime. Ooh. Honestly, because it's one of the only dubbed animes I like. Ghost Stories.
Oh,
it's fucking.
That's a classic.
Came in, so I have to find them. So it was really nice talking.
It was great chatting with you. Thank you for a great conversation. Enjoy the rest of the con.
You have a great rest of your night.
You too. Having a lot of fun with conversations with the con goers here. That's a great thing about Animaine. That you're able to have some really good chats. Now, it's small enough that you're able to talk with people and have the interactions. Like I said, we were planning on ending the stream at 6. I have cough drops with me. That I've been popping a little here and there. But this cough has just kind of been hanging around for a while. We have the Bruin Bear. Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. That's the business card for our artist, Casey Fox, who did our logo.
Wonderful. I will put it in my bag.
She's a talented artist. We are a live podcast.
Oh, cool.
We do a live 2-hour talk show on Sunday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. We interview a lot of different types of people, everybody from cosplayers, artists, comic creators, musicians, gamers, conventions, and voice actors. Our guest tomorrow night is going to be Kelly Baskin. If you know Genshin Impact, she's the voice of Amber.
Okay, cool.
So she's going to be joining us for like an hour or so tomorrow night. We've been doing the show about 8.5 years. Really been focusing this year on growing the show, and people seem to really enjoy the fact that we have the live cameras. And
Yeah. Well, have a great rest of your day.
You too. Have a great one. And Greg Ayers did not die, John. It was his brother who died. I know. Insanium Girl. The 1 year Greg Ayers doesn't attend. But I know that there's been a lot of cons that have been coming back. A lot of voice actors have had a very hectic schedule, especially trying to work with different conventions and stuff. So it wasn't Greg Ayers who died. It was his brother that passed away, and I've been talking so much to so many different people with different names that I'm blanking. Chris Ayers. Chris is the one who passed away. I love the fursuiters that come by and just interact with the camera, just goof it up and have fun. That's the main reason that I do this with the live streams and stuff set up with the camera. People enjoy interacting with the camera, and then are surprised when they find out if we're live. Even though I have a sign up that says we're live. The lovely Your Cosplay. Hello. We had Your Squared.
I know there's two yours, one with the sweater and one with
the full assassin outfit.
dress, which always gets covered in blood, unfortunately.
But the show is just too good. I have the feeling it's around dinner time because things are dying down a little bit here. They did it about this time last night too, which was one of the reasons. Yeah, Ghost Stories. It was a great anime. It's a classic that will last forever. Hello.
Hey. So, I was told that the Idol group miscommunication. So they're coming tomorrow to come chat with you.
Okay.
About a future interview. Did you want to interview them at the con?
If they wanted to do an interview, we can do that. If they wanted to do it tonight, or if they want to stop by, I've got to leave tomorrow between 12 and 1.
12 and 1. Okay.
Because of a 5-hour drive home and then live show tomorrow night.
Okay.
If they would like to do an interview, we can definitely stay live as long as until 8 o'clock till we're closed up in here.
I don't think it's going to be tonight. They just got done the showcase, so they're
Yep.
in the hot tub kind of relaxing for now.
Yep.
I will message them, letting them know that to come see you before noon tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sorry about the communication.
Okay, that's not a problem at all.
So, all right.
I was curious. I'm like, they were just dancing and had a big performance. Are they really going to have the energy for?
And they're just like, yeah, no, we're excited to meet him tomorrow. Then I just talked with Tia, and Tia's just like, tonight, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I wanted to say it to you straight, but yeah. So they are thrilled to see you. So
Definitely, because I was thinking about. I'm like, wait, they have an idol group here, and idol anime has been huge lately, and I've been watching a lot of different ones. I mean, I have reasons I bought this figure, and one of them is I'm friends with the English voice actress of this character who cannot say anything.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
So I was like, okay, I need to get this because of the voice actor.
Yeah.
Which is weird. The NDA says that she can't talk about it, but you can search the cast and find out who everybody is.
But she's not the one telling you.
No, she's not the one telling you. She's doing her job. And I'm not saying anything because it's not my job.
All right. But wanted to give you that update. And we'll chat later.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. So it looks like we're going to be talking with the idol group tomorrow about having them on a future show. So we probably will then end the stream about 6 o'clock. So a little miscommunication, but that happens to happen from time to time. So we're going to be live streaming for about another half hour or so. But miscommunications happen all the time. That's easy when there's multiple people involved. And it will be fun to have a chance to talk with the idol group tomorrow. Because we haven't really had an idol group on the show. So I think that would be fun. I know Megan Shipman was a part of one of a group down in Texas that traveled around putting on performances. I know there's another group in Mass that has gotten together, but we haven't really seen them and been able to get them on. So many different parts of pop culture that we can reach out to, branch out to, and get on the show, especially like jumping into the VTuber side of things. It was fun having Kaya on before, Kaya Tano. I also got to figure out what I want to get for dinner tonight. I know the feeling of having a ton of anime that you want to watch or catch up on. Lord knows I'm not the greatest at keeping up with the shows. I have multiple I started a long time ago that I still haven't finished. Some more great cosplays. So once again, I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Apologize about the connection issue here at the end. My phone died running off the hotspot. I forgot to plug the phone in after I made the tour of the con floor, so I have to charge that. But again, thank you for everybody who commented in the chat. Thank you to John and Insanium Girl, Casey, Ross, everybody who tuned in today to enjoy the show. I thank you all so much. Not planning a live stream tomorrow, but if we happen to do an interview with the Idol group, I will go live for that. We also have our regularly scheduled show tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, when we welcome Kelly Baskin, the voice of Amber from Genshin Impact. You don't want to miss that one. Again, thank you to Animaine for having us. We've been having a wonderful time here. Thank you to all the artists and vendors who allowed us to film their wares and showcase them a little bit during the show. I hope everybody out there has a wonderful weekend. If you can come up to Animaine, come on up. A lot of fun. These smaller cons are really cool. You get to meet so many awesome people and have some great conversations that you normally wouldn't have, especially at larger cons. So until tomorrow night, I hope everybody stays safe. Have a great weekend. Keep watching the anime, and we'll be back tomorrow night with more Anime-Zing Radio right here on YouTube.